So I'm getting ready for a 340-mile through hike on the Sheltowee Trace in Kentucky and Tennessee, and that requires a lot of food preparation. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to take a close look at my food choices that I will be taking with me on the 340-mile Sheltowee Trace in Kentucky and Tennessee. For this trip, I decided to organize my food onto this 6-tiered rack, and then it will all be packed up into these individual gallon Ziploc bags, 1 through 8, and they will all be put into these 2 food bags. Each one of these bags has approximately 10 pounds in it, and each day has been replicated almost exactly. So I'm going to open these up and get out 1 day's worth of food and show you exactly how I am upping my calories and lowering my weight for this through hike. All right, I have all my food laid out here on the table. Each gallon Ziploc bag represents 1 day of food. You might be looking at this and thinking to yourself, how in the world am I going to through hike 340 miles on 8 days of food? Well, this is going to be a fastest known time attempt. I plan to complete the trail in under 8 days, hopefully under 7. That is my goal. But a lot of these food choices that I'm taking can be applied to any length of through hike for those of you who may be looking for ways or ideas on how to up your calories and lower your weight. So 20 pounds of food is a lot of food, I know that. Last time I had the same amount of food over a 9-day period, but my daily food intake was around 4,400 calories. This time I am at 5,300 calories. So I've done a lot of homework, a lot of research, and I think I have my food dialed in that is going to be right for me. And I'm hoping you guys can take away some ideas for your next long hike or even a weekend backpacking trip to help you have more nutrition and calories on the trail and to help lighten your load. All right, like I mentioned earlier, each bag is basically identical. The only difference is day 1 does not have a breakfast. I will be eating that at the trailhead before I start. And day 8 does not have a dinner because I plan on being off the trail before dinner time. Hopefully this bag ends up being mostly extras that I don't even need, but in case something happens and I go longer than anticipated, I still have some food to eat on the trail. So each bag is coming in around 2.6 to 2.7 pounds and has 5,300 calories. If you do the math, that comes out to about 126 calories per ounce. That is including all the packaging. Packaging does add a little bit of weight. And hopefully in one of my follow-up videos at the end, we can talk about how much weight there actually was in all this packaging. Some items were repackaged into smaller Ziploc bags if I felt the packaging that the food came in was either too bulky or too heavy. So let's open up one of these bags and I'll show you exactly what I'll be eating every day. Okay, so here is one bag emptied out on the table. And at first glance, it doesn't look like a lot of food. It's hard to believe this is 2.6 pounds of food, about 2 pounds, 11 ounces. So over here is my breakfast food. I like to start each day off with a packet gourmet smoothie. I just pour cold water in this and I drink it while I'm going down the trail right out of the bag. It's so convenient. It's a little lower calories per ounce, but I like the ease and convenience of a smoothie for breakfast. And just to add a little more calories, I have one of these Nature Valley biscuits. It's got some cream in between these little 2 wafer cookies. I really like them, and it's decent calories per ounce. Alpine Start coffee. I'm not going to be boiling water for coffee in the morning. I will be drinking this cold, but at least I can get my little caffeine kick that I need in the morning that I want, that I'm used to. So I don't want to skip that. Now you can see here I have vitamins, just my daily supplements. I didn't take these last time on the trail, but this time I intend to. So the rest of the day I have mainly snacking food. Actually, it's all snacking food, things I will eat while I'm walking down the trail. So let's just start with the tailwinds. I love tailwinds. They're not very many calories per ounce, but they give you 200 calories of liquid fuel. So I like being able to have fresh water on one side of my pack and tailwind on the other side. And it's like continually doses yourself with calories while you're on the trail. So I love the tailwinds. I have 2 for each day that are regular and 1 caffeinated. 1 Snickers bar, 1 Mirror Energy gel, which is 150 calories per ounce, which that's a lot higher than most gels. This is a macadamia nut coconut blend, 350 calories for 2 ounces. So that is amazingly high calories per ounce. I got these Packaroons, 150 calories for an ounce. It's a little coconut, chewy coconut bar, little calorie bomb. A Lenny and Larry complete cookie, 460 calories. It's a good snack on the trail. My little sugary snack of Sour Patch Kids, 3 of them, 3 of these little packs. I think it's Halloween candy, that's why they're in these little packages. 135 calories there. This is a range meal bar. So it's one of these cut in half. Because these are 700 calories, but they're really heavy. And it's just hard for me to eat one all the way through in one sitting. So I cut them in half. I still get 350 calories out of this little half bar and makes my load a little lighter. Honey Stingers, 150 calories per ounce. These are great. These trail butters are awesome. I've been trying these a little bit during training. I have not had these super fats, macadamia, MCT, and probiotics nut butters. These are both 200 calories for basically an ounce. So that really helps up the calories per ounce in my total food loadout. What else here? A couple meat sticks just for some salty meat texture on the trail. 160 calories for 1.3 ounces for these four little meat sticks in a Ziploc bag. This is like a coconut oil. Sometimes it's a liquid, sometimes it's a solid. It just depends how cold it is. A half ounce, 120 calories. So this is the highest calorie per ounce product I am taking in my food supply. I just cut it open and suck it out. It's like a little coconut oil, milky coconut oil mixture taste. Some people might not like those, but it's a way to get some quick calories and some good healthy oils in you. Ghee Butter, 130 calories for this little half ounce of ghee butter. I will be mixing it in my 920 calorie peak refuel meal each night after I've set up camp. So this is the final item I will be eating each night, packed full of calories and protein and carbs. It's actually a 2-person helping, but I will be able to easily scarf this down as a single serving at the end of the day. One thing I didn't mention is that I will be tackling 48 to 50 mile days. I know it's a very daunting feat, but I've been training hard for it and I think I'm ready for it. And I'm hoping this is enough calories to sustain me for 17 to 18 hours on the trail each day. And the final thing here I didn't mention are just some salt and vinegar chips. I like to have something salty and crunchy. I will eat those at dinner while I'm waiting for my meal to rehydrate. So that is everything that I'm taking for one day of food on the trail. It's 5,300 calories. Like I said, this is almost 1,000 calories more than what I did on my Thru-Hike per day on my Thru-Hike in 2019. And I lost about 1 pound of body weight per day on those 9 days back in 2019. I'll probably still lose some weight. I wouldn't be surprised if I drop a ½ pound each day, but I think I want to be sustained better with this amount of calories. You know, it was a balancing act. I would love to take 6,000 or 7,000 calories because I think I can eat it and I think I'll need it, but that is too heavy. I do not want to take 3 pounds of food per day on the trail. I just feel like that's going to be too much. I don't know if I could fit it in my pack. This 20 pounds of food that I'm taking for these 8 days is already maxing my pack out and puts my total pack load out at 31 pounds without water. So the first couple days are going to be very brutal, but I'm optimistic about it because I keep telling myself it's going to drop almost 2.6 pounds of weight every day. So by the end of the trail, I'll basically be able to jog with my base weight of 8 or 9 pounds in my pack. Before I wrap this up, I do have one more bag of extras that I have not yet talked about. The extras bag. Some very valuable and important items in here I need to show you. So on many of my Thru-Hikes or FKT attempts, I have gotten an upset stomach or a queasy stomach and was unable to eat some of my food. So I have some of these chicken bone broths and a couple of, it's called Grace's Goodness, plant-based sipping broth, Better Belly, vegetables and lemon ginger. They're not that great, but I'm hoping that worst case scenario, I can drink these and it will help calm and settle my stomach. Noon electrolyte tablets. One is the Sport, one is the Energy that has a caffeine in it. Some more electrolytes and salt tablets. I will be taking salt tablets on this trip. I think that was one thing I may have been lacking many times in the past. And it is going to be warmer conditions on this through hike, so salt tablets will be critical. And finally, I guess this isn't a food item. These are little towels, tablet towels. You wet them down and it turns into like an 8x8 cloth for cleaning things up. You never know when you could spill some food in your tent or on yourself. These will come in handy and are much lighter and smaller and compact than a wet wipe. Alrighty, that is everything I will be taking with me on the Sheltowee Trace. Hopefully this has helped giving you a few new ideas for things that you could take on your next through hike or backpacking trip. If you can think of any other ideas that may be valuable to us in the backpacking community, please drop those down below in the comment section. I would love to take a look at those. As always, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I'm Jason Wish, wishing you a great time on your next adventure.